Hey, it's Amy Pearson here from beingamytheblog.com, and I just wanted to check in, let you all know that things are going much better this week as far as our health here in the Pearson Albano household. My son has recovered completely. His symptoms were super mild. My husband has tested 3 times COVID negative. So I think we're in the clear. My daughters have all been fine. I felt fine. So I think we're in the clear. Let's cross our fingers and knock on wood. But I will say that it has been such a empowering experience, really, to be dealing directly with this virus, because I've learned so much about the health, our health as really a culture, but also just have had to take a really honest look at kind of the health of this household and you know how we're taking care of ourselves. So I've been working on this vitamin protocol. I've been taking tons of vitamins, making sure that my vitamin D levels are up to speed, my zinc, what else is really important? Vitamin C. So if any of you are interested in those vitamin protocols, please reach out, because I actually put together even an Excel sheet just so I could keep track of everything. But since then, I've been feeling really good. I've also been eating a lot healthier and learning about how we can get the nutrients and the vitamins we need through our food. So anyway, I've been geeking out on that a little bit. But I wanted to pop in and just share a little story about something that happened to me yesterday. So my friend invited me to go to yoga in the morning. And she likes to go to this studio that's actually really close to my house. And so I signed up because when she invited me, I thought that sounded nice. And so I signed up a couple days ago. And then yesterday, I don't know what I was doing. I was driving or something, and I was thinking about tomorrow morning and that I was going to go to yoga. And as I was thinking about it, everything about the idea seemed intellectually great. Like, it's right down the street. I get to see my friend. I get to do yoga, and I've already signed up, and it's really good for me. But I just kind of, in my body, just didn't really, I wasn't looking forward to it. I was like, it sort of felt like, gosh, I don't want to go. And I was feeling like, like I said I would go, I signed up, it's right down the street. It's really good for me. I get to see my friend. I don't want my friend to think I'm a flake. So, there was all this going on with me. I felt really torn. And, intellectually, everything was, pointing towards me going and doing this yoga, which I'm sure, I'm sure that had I actually went to the yoga class, it would have been wonderful. But I had this insight as I was driving. I was like, you don't actually have to go. You don't have to go if you don't want to go. You could actually just cancel the class, and you could send a text to your friend letting her know that you changed your mind. I know it seems so silly, but for me, it was a huge insight. And it really was, I think, a shift for me in terms of my behavior, because I think, maybe a couple months ago, I would never even have entertained the idea that I could have just not went. And so I did. I went, I sent a text to my friend, and I canceled the class, and I didn't go. And instead, this morning, I went for a walk with my dog, and I went to the farmer's market where I bought these really pretty flowers and some really nice rye bread and some onions that I'm going to have with some liver. And so anyway, I had a really great morning. I didn't go to yoga, and everything was fine. So I guess I'm sharing this story because I think sometimes we get into this, we create this thing in our mind, right? We create this trap, like we create these fences around us where we have this this thought that we don't have choices when in reality we do. And especially with something kind of, I don't know, like superficial like that, or not necessarily superficial, but seemingly trivial. That was a huge insight for me that if I change my mind, it's okay. I'm allowed to change my mind. It doesn't make me a bad person. I can change my mind. And of course, my friend was fine with it. But, if I did have someone who got really upset with me about changing my mind, then, it might be an indication that that's not a great friend to have. Because I want friends who are accepting and loving when I do, if and when I do change my mind, they're okay with it, and they, don't get super attached to whether I'm going or not going. That's the kind of friend I want. And so, as I continue to be my authentic self, I'm going to repel certain types of people, and I'm going to attract certain types of people. And the more I do it, the more I make choices that reflect who I really am and what I really want. I am really hoping that in the process, I'll be opening myself up to a community of people and friends who can accept me for who I am, authentic, my authentic self. So anyway, I just wanted to share that story because it really made me feel super free and sovereign. That's my new word, and liberated. And I just hope that maybe it will spark some thinking on your part in terms of how this shows up, or if this shows up for you in your life. Are you making yourself do something because you've created these artificial fences in your mind? Are you doing things because on paper, on the surface, intellectually, it looks like the right thing to do, but deep down in your body, you don't want to do it? And if that's the case, it may be good to experiment with just letting yourself off the hook and not making that mean anything, right? So often I think we make it mean things about ourselves. Oh, you're a flake. Oh, you're lazy. Oh, you're never going to have that yoga fit body that you want. It's all just so funny, the things that we do in our mind. Oh, your friend's going to think this. And then we trap ourselves when in reality, it's all okay. So that's my story. And I'm so curious if this shows up for you in your life. And, I'm just inviting you to play around with letting yourself off the hook and not making it mean things about yourself. So if this resonates, give it a like, give it a share, give me a comment. How is this showing up for you? Have you experimented with letting yourself off the hook? Or are you just someone who is naturally able to let yourself off the hook and, just show yourself love no matter what, no matter how you show up that day? I've really been working on just accepting myself for how I'm showing up every single day. Some days I wake up and I'm going throughout my day and I'm dealing with a ton of anxiety. Some days I'm going through my day and I just feel my heart chakra so open. And of course, I'd love to have every single day be the day when my heart chakra feels super open and I'm just radiating love. But I'm really just working on accepting myself however I'm showing up. Because that's the human experience. We're here to experience challenges, and we have emotions for a reason. So I'm just experimenting with accepting myself however I show up on a day-to-day, minute-to-minute basis. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you have such a great day, and let yourself off the hook, right? Like if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Take care.